up there. Beautiful timing. Just ticked it, kept it alive, was able to start the break, and Hardaway finished it off with a nice pass inside to Mitch Richmond. I was, Pete, going to say something about Teagle, who plays a lot of different people and has been good on both ends of the court for the Warriors. They said to him today, say, hey, listen, we got a surprise for you, Terry. We're going to finally have you playing a guy who was your size tonight. Says Charles Barkley.
Yeah, same height.
Yeah.
Same height, but there's about a 30 or 40 pound difference, as there's about a 80-pound difference between Mahorn, and he goes up against Bull.
You see again what Charles did? You see how he used his body on that play to go into Bull and then take the ball away from him? That's the way you get success against a guy with his shot blocking ability, because he can be moved out of the way. Now watch the play again. Charles coming in the picture, 34. He moves inside to get inside position. Now watch, he'll jump back, boom, into Bull. You see how he moved him out of the way with his body, laid it in? That's smart basketball.
Second foul called against Manute, fourth team foul. And Barkley, converting the three-point play, now has 7 points in the game. It's 19-17, Golden State by 2. Richmond gives it over to Mullen. Mullen gets double-teamed by Hawkins and Jaminski. Tries to get it out. I think he might have stepped out of bounds, but he might have been forced out of bounds.
I think they got an illegal defensive call is what it is, Pete.
Oh, okay, it's the other side of the court. It was Jack Dees blowing the whistle.
It is their first illegal defense of the game. The Warriors inbound side court.
So we've had one illegal D now called against each side. Any more of those for either side result in technical fouls. Teagle looks down low to Manute. Manute trying to get it into Mullen, stolen by Hawkins. Hawkins almost went between the legs of Manute that time. Tipped away by Hardaway. Hardaway down to Mullen. Mullen has Dawkins behind him, but maintains his poise. And he has 11 points in this first quarter. He is 5 for 5 from the field, including 1 3-pointer. And Golden State has that lead back up to 4, 21-17. Now they're going to apply some backcourt pressure. Beaten easily by the Sixers. Barkley behind the back. Hawkins against Manute. Basket wouldn't go, but now the big guy's in trouble for Golden State. That is 3 personal fouls in the first quarter on Manute Bol.
Well, Charles Barkley with the behind-the-back pass gets the crowd into him. Now they turn the body. That's it. Get the body into him when he comes after you. Bring the ball away from him. That's the way you go up against Manute, and you've seen 3 examples of how well it can work for you.
And he'll be coming out. Jim Peterson getting ready to check in.
That is really going to help the 76ers now, because this is an opportunity for them to try to go inside more often and take advantage of that aspect of the game, which they didn't try to do as much of in set situations with Bol in the game.
There's Peterson checking back in as you look at some other scores in early action tonight. Manute has to sit down with 3 personal fouls. And Derek Smith has checked into the lineup for the 76ers.
No, it's not like the Warriors are really that small a team as far as play. I mean, they got Manute, 7'7". They've got Uwe Blop. They've got Shasky. They've got Peterson. But the problem is those players don't do the type of things all of the time that Don Nelson would like to see his bigger people do. And as a result, they don't get as much playing time.
And they're just getting Peterson back. He's playing in just his 5th game since being activated after undergoing knee surgery. But there's a guy who very quietly has become one of the prime players in the league, Mitch Richmond. He has 6 points in this first quarter. Golden State by 4. Derek Smith, who just checked in, he's been shooting well during the winning streak. He has his first 2 of the night. Golden State a 2-point lead.
Yeah, nice to see Derek, who's a fine young man, to be back and playing again. A lot of people were writing him off three seasons ago.
Second foul called against Hersey Hawkins. Only the 2nd team foul.
And now we get some instant offense coming in off the bench.
Ron Anderson checking in. You know, you saw that graphic a while ago, if you were watching, on how much better Mike Jaminski was playing during the 12-game winning streak than he had been earlier. That is true of virtually the top 7 guys on the roster for Philadelphia. All of them have better figures over the 12-game winning streak than they had previously.
Yeah, and Anderson and Jaminski were really struggling the first 6 weeks of the season.
Smith working against Mullen. Barkley down low against Teagle. They moved that ball, found the open man, but Dawkins couldn't hit the open shot. Derek Smith had his shot blocked.
That was Richmond.
And the loose ball picked up by Hardaway on the run. Got it behind the back. Peterson almost didn't get to it. Richmond in traffic. Had the shot altered. Barkley recovers. It's Dawkins and Barkley. Sir Charles for 2. Barkley has 9 in the first quarter. We are tied at 23. He hasn't missed yet. He's the leader in the league in field goal percentage, hitting over 60% of his field goal attempts. And he's 4 out of 4 tonight. Derek Smith committing his first foul, team's third. It'll be inbounded by Mullen. Hardaway shoots that knuckleball jumper. Hardly any spin to the basketball when he puts it up there, but he's not a bad shooter despite that. That one wouldn't go for him.
Well, if you do anything enough and get confidence in it, you can be fairly effective with it. Big mismatch inside.
Anderson. His first try, he converts it. He's got 2.
Better get up on him, Pete. You don't let Anderson open from the outside.
A 2-point-6er lead. Just under 3 minutes to go in the first. Richmond now has 8 in the first quarter. We're tied at 25. Richmond averaging 22 a night.
Excuse me, that was the first Philly lead of the ball game. They've been battling uphill all evening long.
About 2.5 minutes to go in the first. That ball tipped by Teagle, recovered by Peterson. They get it off to Hardaway. A 3-on-2 break for the Warriors. Mullen got fouled. Basket wouldn't go, but he'll go to the free throw line.
Personal fouls on Johnny Dawkins, his first.
Johnny Dawkins called for his first. That's the 4th team foul. A timeout being called with 2:31 to go in the first. And we're all tied at 25. To score 25 all with 2:31 to go in the first. Want to remind you, All-Star Friday night with Craig Sager reviewing the season, and All-Star Saturday night featuring the Schick NBA Legends Classic, the American Airlines ITT Sheraton Shootout, and the Gatorade Slam Dunk Championships. All coming your way this weekend right here on TNT.
And right now, Philadelphia getting to play their game a little bit more frequently. Here's a shot knocked away. Charles Barkley's able to pick it up. Might have gotten away with traveling or a double dribble on that call, but Johnny Dawkins draws the defender, Richmond to him, and kicks it over the shoulder, and Barkley able to take it home very easily. But Philadelphia has gotten a lot of break opportunities off for some good defense, and this has been one of the reasons why they have been so successful over the last few weeks. Their defense has been so good.
See how long it's been since Golden State has won a game here at the Spectrum. 10 games ago, the last time they were able to beat the Sixers in this building. Chris Mullen at the line. He has a chance to do something interesting this year. He is right now ranked in the top 10 in scoring, in field goal percentage, and in free throw percentage. Last time that was done was by Lou Hudson of the Atlanta Hawks way back in the 1969-70 season. Very difficult to finish in the top 10 in all 3 of those categories. One reason is so many of your field goal percentage leaders are the big guys who don't shoot foul shots very well. There's Barkley with his 5th rebound of the night and 2 more points. He has 11. He still hasn't missed from the field. 5 out of 5. Sixers up by 1.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Mullen, who's had the hot hand in the first quarter for Golden State, missed that one. Sixers get the rebound under 2 minutes to go. Dawkins stops and fires. Wouldn't go. Rebound, Chris Mullen. Off to Hardaway. Mitch Richmond coming up short. Rebound pulled away by Smith to Anderson. Dawkins, no looker to Anderson for 2. Ron Anderson has 4. Philadelphia up by 3. They are really playing with confidence, aren't they, Rick, the Sixers?
Yeah, they really are. It reminds me a lot of the way the Pistons have been playing. We saw the Pistons, of course, last night do a job on Cleveland, but this is a team that's starting to believe in themselves, and there's nothing more dangerous than a team that's believing in themselves and playing good basketball. Nice play by Mullen.
On the steal, he is fouled by Anderson as he gets down court. First on Anderson, and that puts Philadelphia over the limit. And it'll put Chris Mullen at the line. We told you about his chance to finish in the top 10 in those 3 categories. It's going to be tough for him to do, though. Right now, he's 10th in the league in field goal percentage, 9th in the league in free throw percentage, 6th in the league in scoring. And there you see the numbers on Chris for the year.
Yeah, he's a great shooter. I mean, it's one of the reasons why he has a chance to stay up there. But of course, as you pointed out, so many big guys get that high percentage because they never venture further than 3 or 4 or 5
like
feet
Mark
in the
West,
basket.
for example. Mark West always ranks in the top 10, or has for the last couple of years in field goal percentage, but his free throw percentage about the same as his field goal percentage.
Yeah, right now the Warriors not able to generate as much of a running game as they would like because Philadelphia's had 8 attempts and they've gotten 10 points off of it. The Warriors have only gotten 8 points off of 5 attempts.
14 points in the first quarter for Mullen. Golden State trailing Philadelphia by 1 with just over a minute to go in the first. Anderson got himself away from Teagle, finds Smith along the baseline, and
3-second
violation. Giving the ball back to Golden State. Šarūnas Marčiulionis is checked in. The rookie from Lithuania, who has played very well.
I got a contingent of Lithuanians here at the ball game.
Group of Philadelphia residents, natives of Lithuania, about 55 of them, and a big banner up welcoming Šarūnas. Travel violation, gives the ball right back.
Well, there's nothing, you know, Lithuania, good country. Johnny Unitas, Rick Barry.
Can
my
you
mother's side,
can you read the side?
Stepanovich. No, I can't. I never did speak it, or I never did learn to read it.
And there's a steal by the native of Lithuania. Barkley on Šarūnas. He gets it down court to Peterson. Back to Marčiulionis. He finds a big crowd over there. Sends it across to Mullen for 3. Wouldn't go. Peterson pulls away the rebound. Almost lost it to Dawkins. Well, they're going to probably play for a final shot now as you see the time remaining in the quarter.
Yeah, and Mullen was smart enough to realize that he got that ball. He could have shot it, and he looked up at the clock. Yeah.
Down to 6 seconds left. Now Mullen begins his move. Almost unmolested, but he missed the shot. And that ends quarter number 1 with the Philadelphia 76ers holding on to a 1-point lead over the Golden State Warriors as the Sixers try to win their 13th consecutive game. As quarter number 2 is about to begin here at the Spectrum, I want to remind you that right after tonight's game, Rick and I will be selecting the Miller Lite Player of the Game. There'll be 2 players chosen tonight, one in this game and then one later on in Los Angeles when Bob Neal and Doug Collins bring you the game between the Chicago Bulls and the LA Lakers. Jaminski takes the first shot of quarter 2. It won't go for him. Rebound pulled away by Mitch Richmond. Golden State shot 46% in that first quarter. Philadelphia 52%. The rebounds, Philadelphia has a 14-11 advantage. Teagle gets one to drop for him. Terry Teagle with 8. Only 3 Warriors have scored. Mullen has 14. Richmond has 8. Teagle has 8. And Golden State has the lead back by 1.
Well, those are the 3 key guys for the Warriors.
Derek Smith working against Mitch Richmond. And Richmond got him. That'll be the second on Richmond.
Higgins coming into the game now can provide a little offense for them as well. So Don Nelson deciding to go with the small lineup as Peterson goes out of the ball game.
That is one thing that Don Nelson does a lot of. Really varies the look of this team out on the court. And he's got a small lineup out there now.
Well, Don's certainly a very innovative coach, one of the most respected coaches and most successful coaches in the NBA. One interesting thing I noticed with Marčiulionis when he went to the sideline is that Don had something to say to him, telling him that you were supposed to be running this play, so a little bit of miscommunication, which I guess is to be expected when you've got someone who speaks Lithuanian or Russian and has to try to communicate. He's done a good job, though, of learning the language and adapting.
We are tied at 30 in the opening minute of play in quarter 2. Trying to get it to Mullen underneath, tipped out of bounds, but last touched by Ron Anderson. Mullen hitting 3 of those 14 points from the free throw line. 1 3-point field goal in there.
Well, the 2 stars leading their teams as to be expected.
From 3-point land, Rod Higgins. First effort no good, but there's Mullen with a follow.
But it was Marčiulionis who kept that ball alive.
And Golden State up by 2 again. 10:47 to go in the first half. Jaminski's got about 3 inches on Higgins and about 40 pounds. Dawkins over Marčiulionis. Johnny Dawkins getting his first basket of the night. Tied at 32. Outside to Rod Higgins. And Higgins, who's been a little bit of a cold spell lately.
Well, I can see why, because he turns his hand in on his shot, so he's going to be a bit of a streaky shooter.
Derek Smith answers. 34-34. Boy, Smith took a tumble in there, and he's hurting a little bit. Marčiulionis couldn't get it to go, though. Bob Thornton finally comes up with a rebound in the corner and gives it off to Anderson. Anderson off to Dawkins.
Yeah, and Šarūnas should have pulled that ball out, waited for some teammates.
And Jaminski down low. And we get a whistle. It'll be the second Golden State foul